Good morning, everybody. There he is, his usual precision. I couldn't do my workout this morning. I've done something to my foot, but I'm going to try and do a load of squats or something. I might message Lucy Wyndham, actually, and see if she can give me some tips on what I could do that won't exacerbate my foot problem. It is a bit better than when I first woke up, though. It's really sore. I'm worried I'm starting to get arthritis. And other cheery things. So, whispering a bit because Maddie had all her friends over. So, through that door over there, there are numerous teens asleep. What time did they go to sleep, Mark?
Sleep at 3:30.
So Mark didn't get to sleep till 3:30. Then I went to the loo at 7:30. So he's had no sleep again. And we've got our friends arriving from Sheffield at 12. So Mark's going to go and get them. And it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. And my sisters are taking her out. So everyone's coming over here tonight for her birthday dinner. The only trouble is, Mum wants roast pork. And Rachel is a vegan and Alice is a vegetarian. Well, roast pork or roast duck. So I'm doing duck because I figured that was less smelly than roast pork. Still a bit #awkward. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm thinking of doing that. Then I'm doing a vegan sticky toffee pudding for my vegan vegetarian friends. And my mum has asked for an apple charlotte. So I'm going to be doing an apple charlotte. Mark said his new plan through from Joe Wicks. Mark, the teenagers are going to think you're having sex. Seriously. If they hear that through the door. Can you imagine poor Maddie? She's got her friends next door and they're going to be thinking Mark's having sex. It's so funny. We got an email through yesterday, Mark and I, asking if we'd like to take a look at a new product on the market. Because these people have seen our vlogs and seen our how to stay married so far and think, oh, this is exciting. I wonder what this is. Oh, yes, Mark and Nadia would be, the perfect couple for this. Da-di-da-di-da. Guess what it was? Guess what it was? Not saying. Tell you in tomorrow's vlog, but I'd like your comments below. I'm not telling you today. I'm not telling you today. Anyway, so yeah, we've got so much to do this morning, and I'm a bit annoyed with myself because usually when I have people coming over, I've worked out everything I'm going to cook, but I'm a bit all over the place because it being my mum's birthday. What I do know is I've got to get some champagne because both our friend Rachel and my mum love champagne. What else have we got to do?
Plank.
Huh? Are you doing the plank? Oh, good man. Keep going. Very good, babe. So are you still on the same food?
For today and tomorrow, and then Monday I start cycle 2.
So he starts cycle 2 on Monday.
New food.
It's going to be new food, isn't it? And do you have to go to the gym?
It might be 4 and afters, no dumbbells.
He's before and after. Did you put them in the vlog?
No.
You've got to see his before and after pictures so far. It's really good. Really, really impressed, actually. Really impressed. Okay. Better get started. You all right, babe? He'll be fine.
So, what's the plan? Morning.
Oh my God, I'm a bit discombobulated.
Why?
Well, you guys very kindly unpacked the shopping yesterday, but I don't know where anything is.
Oh, the girls did it. I didn't do it.
Oh God, I can't find anything.
I thought there were sort of hard and fast rules like the 10 Commandments.
They don't really know what they are.
Don't tell Stephen, but quite funny things happened where his door handle has, these are little kind of what they call snags. His door handle isn't fitting quite well, and it pulled off. So it basically means all the teens are trapped in there. It's kind of nice, isn't it? How are we, subs? Tell us now. Put loads of adjectives. Oh yes, of course, you saw me collapsing like a sad specimen of humanity on the floor. So it's the weekend. We've got lovely friend Rachel and her daughter Ali coming. Hi, Rachel and Ali, because you'll see this probably when you get back to Yorkshire. They're from Yorkshire. How do we feel about Yorkshire? I love Yorkshire.
Oh God, I want us to have a proper holiday in Yorkshire.
I've filmed 3 times in the Yorkshire Dales, and I have to say, well, I can't say anything. That's why I went quiet. Words cannot express how beautiful the Yorkshire Dales are, as opposed to the Lake District.
I really want to go to the Yorkshire Dales proper properly and the Lake District. There's
Yeah.
2 places. It'd be good for my
Do you know what? I really
training.
yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I like you in a cupboard. I do. I really like you in a cupboard.
Are you good in a cupboard?
She's good in a cupboard. Cupboards. It's a funny word, isn't it? Cupboard. Where does that come from? Well, you know, I get the cup. It's where you put cups, but why board? So yesterday, me and Stephen, Nadia, you'll be pleased to know, me and Stephen bonded over a wood chipper. And it was a very, very male day.
Right.
Barely a single word was exchanged between both of us as we wore ear protection muffles, and we just
quite nice, just
and we
being
just
on the
stood.
land.
It was nice feeling my masculinity coursing through my sinews and veins.
God, I hope the neighbours didn't see you.
Yeah,
Feeling your masculinity.
but do you know what? Do you know what the most rewarding part of it all was?
No, surprised me.
Stephen didn't notice any of my contribution at all, and that made me feel like a proper man.
What do you mean?
Well, as in everything we do really is infinitesimally insignificant.
Oh.
And his sort of total sort of ignorance of all of the stuff that I was doing, like bringing the entire garden to his feet. He was just like pure man. He was getting on with it. No time for nursing me, thanking me, congratulating me. We were at the coal face of masculinity, just chipping away. Chip, 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 chip. Noise, noise, noise.
Who constantly say, do you think me and Mark overthink? There's a perfect example.
This isn't overthinking. No, and here's the thing. And so when it came to his lunchtime, he came in. He didn't care what I was in the middle of doing. He said, "It's your turn, Mark." I couldn't say no. So I just went out and I just started wood chipping. And when he came back, I didn't want to stop.
There you go. You found your vocation. You're a wood chipper.
So me and Stephen are now like that, although it's kind of like that, but for me it's like that. But anyway, so yeah, so it's Saturday morning. Nadia is in that. I do feel for Nadia at this point because it's like my idea of hell, getting all the food together. So I am of service. I am your 5th emergency service. What would you like me to do today?
Okay, right. So
I will go anywhere for anything
what I'm going to do
insubstantial.
now is, I think the first thing you can do is make me a cup of tea.
Fabulous.
And then I'm just going to actually sit down and write a list because I think my brain is too scattered.
If there's one
I'm
thing,
going to take the advice of many a smart person in my life.
Yeah.
And sit down and write an effing list.
if there's one
I've
other,
got a problem with lists.
well, if there's one other thing I like as much as you in a cupboard, it's you writing a list.
Well, you've never seen it before.
Precisely. There's a first time for everything. So I'm not.
Really focused. I'm completely unfocused. I feel like in a few hours when they get here, I'll still be in exactly the state that I'm in now, which is like wandering around.
But do you know why you're wandering around?
You know what?
Can I tell you?
Wandering around? It's because I didn't do you sympathise with this? I didn't unpack my shopping, so I'm starting to doubt whether I actually ordered stuff because I can't find loads
Do you
of
think you're
things.
getting a bit OCD in your old age?
Maybe.
That's a bit weird. All the freezer stuff went in the freezer, and the girls put it. I said put it in all the normal places.
Thing that I need to make this vegan thing now. I don't know if I ordered it.
Well, here's the thing. You might also be a bit of a headless chicken because guess what, guys? Nadia's wardrobe room is tidy. Our bedroom is tidy. My room is tidy. The doghouse is tidy, although at the moment there are teenagers in there. Kiki's room is always tidy. You don't know what to do with yourself,
Ooh,
do you?
no.
What did I say?
Everything is tidy and I don't know what to do.
Well done, well done. Well recovered. Anyway, so yes, so subs, we've got a very busy day. I am the little helper elf and I will run around helping. Oh, and the great news is they're not coming for the shredder today, so there's no urgency in us doing that. They're coming on Monday.
Oh, thank God for that.
So what do you need me to do? Cup of tea.
I'm just calling Dina. For those subs that don't know it, Dina got me through my Celebrity Master Chef. I was having phone calls with her like this every night before the show. Hello, Dina? Hello, right. So, do you think if with the black beans and the peppers and the rice, do you think the salsa... Oh, hang on, I'm just going to put you on open talk back so the subs can hear you. Do you think that the salsa... Do you think the avocado salsa goes with the peppers? I don't think it does. Do you think I should do an avocado salad to start?
Now we're having asparagus, aren't we? You could do. Yeah.
Well, I could do asparagus, lettuce and avocado starter. I just can't imagine the salsa with the peppers and the black beans.
Neither can I.
Yeah, it's having sour cream. I've got oat cream.
Black beans don't go with asparagus.
Avocado with sour cream.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I haven't got a problem with the avocado with the sour cream. I don't know whether the avocado works with the black beans and the peppers.
I think it's a no. I think it's a no.
Mix the peppers into the black beans.
Oh, maybe.
Mind you, it's nice to have the colour on top of the black beans, so it goes rice, black beans, peppers, avocado
That's
salsa.
why you need the peppers, because it's all a bit black and green.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think-
well then I won't do an avocado starter, I'll just do asparagus starter then.
Oh,
I
alright,
hate
lovely.
asparagus. But Mum, shall I do parma ham for the non-vegans with the...
Yeah, with a bit of parmesan as well.
Okay. All right, and listen, what do you think of this
'Cause they
chocolate
rhyme.
orange tart? What do you think? Do you think it sounds
Parma
nice?
ham.
So the base is coconut oil, almonds, pitted dates, and an orange maple syrup. That's the sort of flavour.
Yeah.
And then the middle is avocado, coconut oil, date syrup, honey, raw cacao powder.
Date syrup.
Yeah, that'd be heavenly.
I think it'd be
That'd
heavenly.
delicious.
Heavenly. That sounds delightful.
I don't know what to do about the raw cacao butter.
And that was in the
I've
car,
never known.
was
I've
it?
never known what to
Yeah,
do
so
about
the
raw cacao
base
butter.
is 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
It's not a lot you can
2
do.
tablespoons of raw cacao powder. But oh no, hang on. Oh, this isn't the recipe with the butter. Oh, that's powder. I've got powder.
Yeah.
Knew it.
So shall I do that then? The chocolate orange tart.
Hey.
Yeah, definitely.
So chocolate orange tart's for vegans, apple charlotte for Mum.
Yeah.
Nothing for you because you don't eat carbs or sugar.
No, I'm just getting black chocolate. Black chocolate.
Oh, I'll get black chocolate. All right. Say bye to the subs.
Bye, subs. See you.
All right. See you later. Bye.
As long as I've known Nadia, her and her sister can talk on the phone. They can either be talking about terminal illness and the likelihood of them both not making it to the ripe old age of 60, or what do I do about my cacao butter? Given the same level of intensity, the same level of drama. Sometimes I'll hear Nadia go, "You're joking," and I'll rush upstairs and go, "What's happened?" They're out of onions.
Are you like that with your
They're out of
sisters
red
on the phone,
onions.
subs?
They're out of red onions, or they haven't got cinnamon.
Right, so here we go. Chocolate orange cake with vegan cream. Apple charlotte with full fat double cream from my mum. Asparagus. We have a menu, guys. We have a menu.
So do you feel like you've accomplished something?
Yes. So now I need to give you the
Drink
list,
your tea, I'll go and buy it all.
and then
And then what? We need to go and buy presents.
I've got my mum's present.
I've put that in that one.
Oh, for her.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, you've done that for her.
Yeah. That one. I thought she'd prefer
Oh,
that one to
she'd
the
love
horrible.
that. Oh,
Then
she
she
will
can hang it
love
on
that.
the wall or something.
Oh, she'll love
Yeah?
that. She'll be chuffed to bits with that.
Okay, cool.
Well done.
It's the nicest trellis I could find.
She loves her son-in-law.
Right, so I've got to tidy up my little corner over here. And thing is, there's never anywhere to put anything, is there? What's happening?
Hello. Do you? See, Mark's going to go to the shop. I don't think he'll know what kind of asparagus to get.
How many types of
He's
asparagus?
gonna come back with woody asparagus.
There aren't that many types. How many types of asparagus are
Will
there?
you definitely do the asparagus then?
Definitely.
Okay, brilliant. All right, thanks. Bye.
Why can't I do asparagus? What's the problem with asparagus?
Huh?
What's the problem with asparagus?
Oh, darling, it's so complicated.
What do you mean? How complicated can asparagus be?
Complicated because you can get really woody asparagus. It can look quite nice, and you buy it, and it's like it's like straw, and it's only really a professional eye that would be able to notice the difference. And also, what I really want is a nice skinny, thin asparagus.
Why don't you just say
And
skinny
you-
asparagus and I'll get skinny
Because
asparagus?
they might not have it. So if they don't have it, then you've got to be able to choose the woody asparagus. Also, it's really difficult to know the quantities unless you're seeing it and feeling it. I can't say to you, get a kilo of asparagus, because I don't know the weight. I just know it by the look.
I've never felt so inadequate.
Really well, darling. I have just gone to the freezer to just double check that my 2 kilos of petit pois came to go with my duck. And what did you do with the peas last night, Mark?
Going to ask for them.
No, Mark, we cannot, you can't refreeze vegetables, it's very poisonous. Tell them what you did with them.
Rules about vegetables. Asparagus can't be woody, peas can't be unfrozen. Of course they can. Why can't a pea be unfrozen?
You can't leave a bag of peas out in a hot room all night and then put it in a freezer and then it not be... Mark, apparently one of Maddie's friends hurt her foot.
We need the peas back.
Who's got my peas?
She put them back.
Were they defrosted when you put them back?
They're back. So what were you saying?
Yay! We have peas.
The peas are back. Where did the peas go? I lent them to her. She hurt her foot.
Uma apparently hurt her foot, so Dad gave her the peas.
Look, they're here. You didn't even look. You claimed and you hadn't even looked. Shit sticker. Haven't had a message from Joe for a few days. When you don't get a message from Joe, you can sometimes find me in the corner just nursing his protein shake cup. I don't know what I need to do to get him to contact me now. I've lost nearly half a stone. Shall I put the before and after photos for cycle 1?
Yeah, I really think.
Do you think so? Shall we put them up right at the end? In fact, I'm going to put them randomly somewhere in the vlog, so you have to watch all our other witterings to find them. I might put them up. I might subliminally put them up. Nads, I know what I'm going to do. What? I'm going to subliminally put up my before and after photo. It's going to flash up every now and then, so people are going to have to pause it to try and see it. That'll be fun.
It's really weird. It's really weird. I just can't seem to get started today. I was just about to clear up, start the cooking for my friends coming over today. And then I thought, no, I'm just going to make breakfast for the teens. So I just completely distracted myself doing that, doing everything except the thing that I need to do, which is to get on and get everything ready for today for my guests that are going to be here in about an hour and a half, and I've done sod all.
Okay, so I'm coming out of Sainsbury's. Whoa. And it's Betty's birthday. It's really nice buying stuff. Rachel's coming. It's lovely having friends. I'm going to be really honest. Just bought 3 bottles of champagne, and this is one of those occasions when you just wish you could join. Oh, was that a bit windy? Oh, when you wish you could join everyone for a glass of champers. It's true, I do. Every now and then, it's just occasions where you look at it and you think, why am I marked as different? It's not even like a drink just to get drunk. It's just like a drink to join everyone. That would just be, just a ching-ching and just sit and just that lovely fizz of a first drink. But of course, I don't have to sit too long, and this is where recovery is good. I don't have to sit too long to remember. For me, the first drink then became a quick thought about the second and the third, so I no longer enjoyed the very thing I think I'm enjoying or looking forward to now. So if I was to look forward to my first drink now, the thing I'm looking forward to in my head now is a con, because when I had that first drink, I wouldn't be thinking about the first drink. I'd be thinking about the second, the third, the fourth, and then I'd be thinking about where's the second and the third bottle and the fourth bottle, and then I'd be thinking about hangover in the morning. See, spirals. It's like the thread of a jumper. You start to pull it and it unravels. And that's good. In talking about it and sharing it with you like this right now, I've talked myself back into thinking the last thing I'd want to fucking do is have a glass of champagne. Hello. Hey.
Hiya.
Hi. So, 2 bits of news.
Okay. Oh. It just freaked me out. Because
Why?
obviously they'd read some fake news thing, and they said to me, Madeline McCann had been found, and I was so excited. I was
Sure they weren't just teasing you, because teenagers are odd.
Yeah, no, but it was something that popped up that wasn't true.
Oh, right.
I was so crying.
So the leadership for the Tory Prime Ministership takes an even stranger turn this morning.
Why?
As Michael Gove has had a sting, has been stung.
What do you mean?
He's been found out as taking cocaine.
Michael
Gove takes cocaine. He has suddenly made, if cocaine had anything cool about it in the first place, he's just removed it. If Michael Gove...
Do you hear this?
Michael Gove has been done for taking cocaine.
Michael Gove, one of the lit runners for...
The guy looks like Mr. Bean.
You know the one you don't like?
Oh, yeah.
Michael Gove's been called...
Hi, say hello.
Are you going?
I'm going to go showering.
Oh, all right,
And here's the other more depressing news.
What?
I now know why I haven't heard from Joe.
Why?
He's proposed to his girlfriend and they're getting married.
Oh.
He's got no time to send me messages.
You probably don't realise this, but he also has a baby with her.
No, I know he's already had the baby,
Yeah.
and now he's getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah, but baby
It's
doesn't mean
over.
anything. But him deciding to get married since
Baby doesn't mean
since I've been in his life,
I know, it is weird.
it is
I might
weird.
have to text him.
You sure there's no messages coming?
Nothing. Well, I can double check. Hang on.
I feel really sad.
He might have.
I feel abandoned.
We were doing on the show yesterday. We were talking about this chap who
dumps
20
people.
years had run a dating agency.
I remember you saying the other day, yeah.
And now he runs an agency where he will dump somebody for you. So maybe Joe might employ him.
Well, no, I might employ him to go and dump Joe's wife for him. I wonder if you can use the guy to dump other people for other people. You know, like when I was young, I used to order pizzas. We used to order pizzas from the school and get them sent to the florists down the road because he was a really annoying florist. So we used to, so they'd get, and this was in the pre-mobile phone age, so they'd get pizzas and they'd be like, we can't pay, we didn't order for them, but they had ordered.
Yeah,
we'd order. I'm going to order this man to dump Joe's wife.
Mark, this is not funny.
Can you do that with that guy? Can you
Can't.
Joe's getting married.
To you?
No, he's marrying his wife. His wife.
I heard about Mark's obsession with Joe Wicks.
Joe, he sends me a message every weekend. Joe Wicks.
The body coat.
Me and Joe Wicks are like
Mark's
that.
in love with him. This is a very fabulous actress.
Yes,
and Maddie's
great
friend.
actress. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I've lost.
She is not.
I've lost my man crush.
It's true. Yeah.
Where are the towels you took from my car?
Ah, what do you mean? All the towels that you'd nicked from everyone. All my towels. Oh, here you
You
go.
had that horrible towel.
Here you go.
Well, there is. Literally the only one there
Teenagers.
You didn't.
No, did it.
All my childhood dreams.
There you go. All in a
I was
box.
never given these as a kid.
Oh, I know. I was only given those as kids. Gove, I've been a right Charlie.
No! Look at the photo! Oh God, poor man.
Suddenly, cocaine
Imagine
looks
the
really,
humiliation.
look, just guys, look at the photo.
The humiliation.
Look at the photo. Look at the photo.
Oh my God.
As a journalist, he took it as a journalist several times.
Has he
He's
admitted
clearing house before the leadership contest. So he'll have had one of
Oh,
those
he's
meetings.
offered it.
No, it's going to be published in a book, but he's had to clear his house. So do you remember that moment in House of Cards when they had to clear Kevin Spacey? Was it Kevin Spacey or one of the candidates? No, in Billions. In Billions, do you remember he had to get that person in to clear his candidacy for something?
Up all the stuff
Clear
that
up
he'd
all the
done in
mess.
past.
Yeah. So this is Gove. Look at the photo the Mirror's chosen.
They are hilarious. But you know
I've
what?
been
I
a
mean, you know,
right
fair
Charlie.
enough. Everybody's made terrible mistakes. when
I
they're
made
young.
so many.
And you know what? People might actually admire him for it. Maddie, you've got to look at the
was-
pictures.
I think it could really help him.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you think that's him
I've
having
been
taken
right.
Charlie? Do you get it?
Oh, wait, no.
Charlie's the name of cocaine.
Oh! I don't know.
Look at his
Oh,
face.
I didn't know that bit.
You see, the thing is,
Well, don't
if he
listen to
comes
how
out,
he
if he
is anymore.
totally, I mean, look, I'm an ex-drug addict, alcoholic, everything. If you take ownership of something like that, I think you go up in the public's estimation.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he'd been found doing it now. but
No.
he's talking about his
Well,
past.
to be honest, it was about to be published in a book, so he's just come clean.
Oh, okay.
He's clearing house before the leadership contest really starts to heat up.
I mean,
wonder if
don't
Boris
forget-
Johnson has.
Don't forget, what's his name? George Bush was the same. George Bush was a cocaine user
And a massive alcohol.
and alcoholic.
I mean, the headlines we're getting now, in a minute we're going to see Boris Johnson on the front of the Sun smoking a crack pipe. That would be strange.
Oh, nothing will surprise
Well,
us. I
it
think.
wouldn't be that strange.
Nothing will surprise us these days with our MPs, would they?
No, nothing at all.
We had Esther McVeigh on the show yesterday.
Oh yeah, what was she like?
Because often we
She's
don't-
not a favourite.
No. She knows she's not going to win, but I suppose she's just having a go. But it's just interesting watching how they answer without answering. It is interesting.
But if they do know they're not going to win, why do they put their name in?
I suppose she said, it was quite interesting actually. She was the child of very young parents. I think her mum was 17 and her dad was 20, and they couldn't cope with her, so she went into care for 4.5 years with Bernardo's.
She became a conservative.
Yeah, and then she
'Cause they
came
couldn't
out,
cope with her.
And then so her thing is apparently that she wants to show that anyone from any
Oh, I
background
see.
and can get there. But
I wonder.
she changed her opinions every 5 minutes. I mean, she was scribbling around what she'd said.
Well, I begin to wonder whether a lot of these politicians, because they do describe Westminster as Hollywood for ugly people. full of egos, people wanting to be famous, people just scrabbling over the tops of other people in a firefight to get to the top.
Yeah.
And I sometimes wonder that when you see 16 Tories all throwing their names in the ring, and you know that really it's only between Jeremy Hunt, Gove and Johnson.
Johnson's got 40.
Yeah, but the reason all the others have thrown their caps into the ring is because they just want to be able to tell their grandchildren they ran for leadership.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No other reason, not for the country, not for anything.
I'm sure it's very exciting to get a taste of it all, isn't it?
And get 3 votes. And he's not stupid. He knew that by stepping back and letting Theresa May step forward, this moment would come. He knew it. It's all again.
Exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a marathon runner. It's a marathon, not a sprint. His race to the leadership.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Let somebody else deal with the
Yeah.
horrific mess.
Yeah. I still am curious to know what's going to happen if there's a sudden gust of wind and Boris Johnson and Trump are on the same stage. What do you think is going to happen with their hair?
Oh God, that would be hilarious.
Sort of interlocking, a sort of special friendship relationship between the UK and the US through Johnson and Trump's hair. Just
I'm still really angry.
About
with
what?
Trump, because even if Boris is somebody that I wanted, I think it's a bloody cheek to come to somebody else's country and completely try and influence a nation like that. I just think it's just disgusting.
Well, before you stroll off again,
He's
it's
basically
no different.
endorsed him.
Yeah, but it's no different to Russia interfering in America.
Yeah.
But he's just done it out front.
Yeah. It's absolutely, I can't believe, and yet people are talking about his visit being a success. And he's been statesmanlike. He has meddled in our politics in the most appalling way.
Yeah.
And like you say, with the barefaced chick, what is it they say? In plain sight.
In
He's
plain
done
sight.
what the Russians have done in plain sight.
But for some reason it's all right if it's in plain sight. I don't quite understand that.
It's a bloody disgrace, and I can't believe we're not still raging about it.
Do you know who she reminded me of for a little minute there? Stephen. Do you notice that?
You're right.
Well, I haven't got the size pot that I need to make the apple charlotte. So instead of making it in one big one, I'm going to make it in little ones.
What is an apple charlotte?
It's the weirdest dessert. My mum has the weirdest favourite desserts. It's basically, it's bread dipped in butter and sugar, and then it lines a pot like this. And then we did it for Nigel Slater.
Yeah.
And then it's filled with apple. And then, but I'm thinking what I might do is do a little extra and fill it and put some chopped hazelnuts.
So why are you doing circles around?
Right, because I've got to do this.
They're all different sizes, you know.
I know, because I've got to get the bread. You've got to, because basically you've got to get the bread really neatly so it's all stuck so that the apple doesn't pour out. So you've got to do a circle for the bottom that comes up like that, and then put the bread layered round. Do you remember when we did it for Nigel Slater and it all fell apart? That's why I'm stressed.
But we did a massive one.
I know, but I haven't got that. I haven't got the right size of pot, so I'm doing it individually.
Why is it called an apple charlotte? Was someone called Charlotte involved with it? Does anyone know why it's called an apple charlotte?
Anyone know?
You thought of basically making something that you then tip it upside down, don't you, to eat it?
Yeah, so it looks like this. Hopefully.
It's a bit like,
Hopefully, it's going to look like.
Does it look like a bit of a spotted dick?
No. And you just wanted to say the words.
Yeah, no, upside
So it
down.
looks
That's
like
what I mean.
that.
Yeah. We can't see it from there, but yeah.
Ones
Look
where
like
the
that.
apples are too big. Nom, 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 nom. I'm going to add some vanilla. It doesn't say that, but I think some vanilla.
Do you think it's because
Is
you're
there a better smell, guys, than vanilla and apples cooking in butter and sugar? It's one of my favourite cookery smells.
Yeah, it is a good smell.
Love it.
do you think your mum's tastes are dictated by the fact that she was a war baby?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your mum's war baby experiences, given it's your mum's birthday.
Her dad was in the RAF, and he survived the war, which is great. Her mum was very strict. I don't think my mum had a particularly happy childhood, to be honest.
No.
And when and every night when they had the air raids, my mum would have to go into the air raid shelter on her own in the garden. And
The Anderson, was it the Anderton or the
Yeah.
Anderson shelters?
And lie in the dark with the spiders, and she still
God.
sleeps like this with the covers right over her head with her
Does she?
hands curled round. But her mum would stay in the house
Why?
because she didn't like the air raid shelter, but she used to make my mum go in on her own.
Oh my God.
I hate that. It makes me sad. She said, you've got no idea what it's like. She said, we literally believed that Hitler could walk through the door. That's what it was like. It was so real and it was so terrifying.
scary.
And the food was so awful. There was no food. And I'm sure that's why my mum is such a foodie now. Because the food was so ordinary.
Yeah,
and so
I bet.
plain. That's why she loves her food. That's why I'm a bit nervous cooking today, because it's her birthday and I
Yeah, you want to make it
really
nice. Of course you do. As Nanny Thelma used to call them, the Hun.
Quite fitting.
Beware the Hun.
Quite fitting a couple of days after D-Day celebrations.
Don't. The whole D-Day thing made me think of Nan and Dad a lot. I was just beginning to realise that with D-Day, when I was about 10 years ago, we were sort of hearing how all the last survivors of World War I were dying. And now it's that bizarre thing. Of course, Nanny Thelma died at the age of 93. And so most people who survived or had active service in World War II are dying or dead. I mean,
oh my God,
I can't quite believe that. I can't believe it.
Seeing those photos,
I know.
I was crying on the way into
Heartbreaking.
work. So heartbreaking. And the fact that they came back and they were so silent about what they'd gone through, because we didn't live in a day and age where people spoke about their feelings, which is what my mum grew up in, you know.
Did you hear the 96-year-old chap on the radio, really husky voice, obviously very frail, saying, "Don't call me a hero, don't call me a hero, the heroes are the guys that died." And you just thought, bloody
and
hell.
he talked about the baptism in blood, that the sea was just filled with blood. And
we have no comprehension how easy our lives have been. So Stacey's baby's name is Rex, and we used to have, my granddad's brother was Rex, and he was a commando, and he died in the Dieppe raids. He was killed by the Germans. But he was a commando, And so the name Rex, you don't hear it often. It's really nice to hear it again.
Really
it's a lovely name.
I'm thrilled. And he's so Rex-like.
Rex-like.
Oh my God, he was so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with him. I just
Well, if he's anything like,
I can't stop thinking about him.
if he's anything like my granddad's brother, he'll be short, small, very, very, very sort of capable and fearsome.
Well, he had very long fingers.
All right, there you go. like E.T.
Look how fiddly this is.
They're like little soldiers.
Yeah. But you've got to overlap them and push them in. Otherwise they'll split, because you want that. Otherwise they'll split open and all the filling will come out.
So you douse them in sugar.
So while I'm doing that, it doesn't say that in Delia's recipe, but I thought that would be really nice, because then it will be all caramelised butter
What happens
around
to
the
the top
edge.
bits? They're going to flap.
I'm going to fold it over. Then you have to put a weight on it. It has to sit for a couple of hours with a weight on it. It's really fiddly. It really is. But it's my mum's birthday, so I don't mind. I wish I'd been a bit neater with my I've got all different sized.
You're sort of operating in a very tiny space.
I know, I always do, don't
Why is
I?
that? You've got an entire lot down here. You've got all this
That's what they
space.
always used to say to me on Celebrity MasterChef. They
You're
said,
doing
it
it
is
right.
so weird what you do.
You're doing it right over the bin.
So guys, Mark's just gone to pick up our lovely friends. Can't wait to see them. And I'm now making this from this Deliciously Ella with Friends. It's an chocolate orange tart, and it's totally vegan. And that's the base. And it's got almonds, medjool, dates. I put in a bit of hazelnuts as well. Coconut oil, organic cacao powder. And what else? Oh yeah, orange juice and orange zest. And I've just tried a bit and it is delicious. Absolutely delicious. So hopefully the whole tart will turn out beautifully and I'll be able to show it to you later. I do like Deliciously Ella. Quite a few of her recipes I like. Sometimes some of them go a bit skew with, but no, I really like her. Okay guys.